watch crew.
Yeah, we are back.
Back in action.
Oh, I feel like it's been a week, and I feel, as you can see, not that anyone else cares but myself, but I feel like there are a few people that are following my journey on my weight loss.
Without Ozempic.
Without Ozempic.
Who would even do such a thing?
So I did, because I was like, oh, like, it's been like 10 pounds, because I never like properly like weighed myself. And I don't know about you, this is like the first time in a long time that first time ever in a house that I've had scales. Like, we never had scales growing up in our house. And so I have a scale because I'm like, at least I'm like tracking, like to see where I'm and stuff, because I think I'm very different to other people where like when I put on weight, it goes everywhere. So it's like evenly proportioned. So it's not like I notice it straight away.
Yeah.
Like some people, it goes straight to their stomach or their hips or whatever. Mine is like face, boobs, hips, legs. So it does go evenly proportioned.
I feel like that's a good thing. If you're gonna gain it, let it be
in all of the places. But I think that's why it's harder for me to know when I am, because my pants are still fitting. And so it was actually 12 pounds, which is a lot.
Okay. I feel like it's a lot because you're short.
Yes.
But also, like, I see you all the time and I'm like, I don't see it. But I guess it's the evenly.
It's one of those things that, like, when you see a person every day, you don't notice it because of that. But I'm 6 pounds down.
Yes, bitch.
In the past, like, whatever, 4 or 5 weeks. And I haven't, like, cut everything out. I've just been like.
I was going to say, what's your main thing that you think?
I think it's being more conscious of what I'm eating and not just like grabbing things. And I got the weighted vest to do my walks. So I'm sure I've been like going for my walks, but with the weighted vest, because it's like it adds that extra 10, 12 pounds where like.
I've been doing the 5. I think it's actually more than 5 pounds. Those weight things, the ankle things at work on the walking mat. I'm like, let's get this bum looking better.
But it's crazy. Like, so I'm like, okay, I'm 6 pounds down.
That's awesome. Yeah. No.
And 6 more pounds to go. I feel like I want to be 8 more pounds down. Yeah. I feel like a good place. It's like where I feel like my best, and I just energy wise too, like just feel really good. Like, I am 5'1", so when weight goes on, it's very noticeable, and like you look like a completely different person. Like, I feel like when you're taller, you can handle it a little bit more. But like,
I always gain into my chin though. I've always had a double chin. Like 80 pound, 60 pound Lindsay had a double chin. Like, it's just there. And then my hips, but I don't mind it when it goes to my hips. I'm like, thank you, give me something.
Because that's curve. Like, it's curve for you. So I'm like, I'm very happy sticking with it. So any of the girlies who are on the same journey as me, who are not going down the road of Ozempic, which again, if that's for you and you feel good on it, that's amazing. I'm so happy, because I know it is really like I have always struggled with weight fluctuation from like playing a lot of sports to then not doing that to, I need to be cautious in what I'm eating and my exercise to look and feel my best.
Right. And which I say all the time, I would never take Ozempic, but I've never had a weight issue. So I'm like, who knows if I had a weight issue? I'd probably be like, sign me up. Help me. Like,
and it's only because when I did try it that once, I just felt so nauseous, and it's why I hate hangovers.
Yeah.
Of that nauseous feeling. Like, I will literally stop myself at a certain amount of drinks because I'm like, I do not want to have that feeling the next morning. So I think I'm just like an extreme where I'm like, okay, I just don't want that. So I'm doing it the hard way.
I'm putting in the work.
I'm putting in the damn work. And it's working. It's just taking longer, but I feel like it's going to get there. And as you know,
I do offer you cookies and stuff a lot. And you're like, no, thank you.
I know.
Thank you. I'm
Have
like,
you noticed?
Don't
eat
my stuff. Yeah, I have
yes. I'm like, that's really good willpower right there.
Because I put it all into the side. I'm like, here's all my snacks for here.
Stay away from the snacks. But it reminded me, so there was this news headline this week where it was a lady on a flight got in a huge fight with a child because the child called her Miss Piggy.
Okay, I looked this lady up. She looks like Miss Piggy. Like, not that she's like overly weight, but her face, she looks like if Miss Piggy was a human, this lady would play her in the movie. Like, it looked like her. Okay, so touche to the child because
Who realized that
that they were sitting beside real life Miss Piggy. So also, she better be glad she didn't mess with the wrong kid's like parent because we both would have been carried out.
I know, but also I'm like, because I think they were on, was it that they were on a flight back from Disney World or something like that?
I don't know. I don't think I like read that part of it, but
also I'm like, it's a child. I'm like, kids say stuff all of the time, like that they just say it how it is, really.
Literally.
So it's like, if you look like Miss Piggy, then you know, a kid might say that. That's okay. Just be like, oh, thank you so much. Like, how would you even fight with a child?
My little one is 10 and he's the sweetest soul ever, but he has said some mean shit where I'm like, okay, good thing I do not have self-esteem issues. Thank you. Well, you can't say that to people.
No. No.
You can't say that. Like, oh, I just said it. I'm like,
not so much.
Stop say that again. Thank you.
Oh, and I nearly gave up actually on my weight loss journey this week. I honestly was like, this is the issue with trying to lose weight because I've been making morning protein smoothies for myself on the way to work. A little bit of the smoothie, I guess, had gotten into like protein shake had gotten into like my driver's like console thing because I was like, I don't know if you're like this, but I feel like a lot of women are where it's like they have 5 different drinks. It's like,
yeah, they do. And you just have crap everywhere.
You don't have the coffee, but like the coffee, my greens juice, my protein shake, my water. And so like you have all the things. So I'm like trying to like juggle where all the things are.
I normally have kombucha, water, and then my greens in a mason jar in between. And then if I hit and it gets the greens on me, I'm like, ah!
And so I was like, okay, like, let me balance it in here. So I thought it was balanced. Like, when I took it out, it was fine. Anyways, a week went by or whatever. And I'm like, there's like a dead rat. And like, because we live like right on the water too, like there are like rats in and around our area. And I'm like, oh my God, there is a dead rat in this car. Where is it? Because the smell,
put it on fire.
With the heat down here, I was like, I honestly thought there was a dead rat because it was that bad in the car. So I'm like looking, cleaning out everything. I'm like, what is that smell? Anyways, I open up the middle console. I'm not kidding you. I thought I was going to die. It was disgusting. I was gagging. It was so bad. And it was from the protein shake. Because a little bit must have fallen out. And then the heat and everything.
With milk.
And I'm like, this is, no, not with milk. I had it with water. But still.
Oh, I can imagine.
That's why I'm
still,
like,
because it's like a base with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and this is why I'm not healthy. And I should have just gotten my little Chick-fil-A biscuit and sandwich. Yeah. I think my car would be smelling like a fucking rat right now.
I would have like,
It was, I honestly, and our other friend came to help me like clean it out. And she opened up the middle thing and she was like, oh my God, she poured a whole thing of baking soda in the car.
She was like, get this shit out of here.
I do have to say, within like an hour, it didn't smell. And I'm like, oh, amazing. But
baking soda.
Baking soda. Who knew?
Baking soda clean it all up. So now you just have a pile of baking soda in your car.
And it really needs someone to come valet my car. If anyone.
I feel like as a woman, though, every woman has just a disgusting car. I feel like even before I had a child, I was always in the roads, on the streets. And
every time you say on the streets, I'm like, you are not a prostitute. Maybe you are. I don't know. But like, you are not. Can we not say like on the
Damn
streets?
right, I would have way more money. Okay, if I was a prostitute, look at this. Come on, I'll get top dollar.
By the way, Jack, never mind. He told me, actually, his mom was telling me they were just in New York on their trip. They were out in New York City and they were like at some Irish bar and they're out hanging out with like this guy and this lady. Anyways, the lady ends up leaving. The guy was like, turns, he's like, yep, she was a prostitute. I'm like, oh my God.
Stop it.
He was like some
people.
businessman in New York City that
Was he with the prostitute?
Oh, yeah. Like she was with him and then, ended up.
And he was just
leaving.
like, yep,
Yeah.
that was my prostitute for the night. What's up? High dollar one. That's where, what is that website? We know someone on the website. What's that website?
Oh. What is it called? Something elite. No, not something elite.
But it's for that.
What is it called?
Seeking arrangements.
Oh, seeking
arrangements. So if you're a girl who you wouldn't mind, seeking arrangements got you. I never knew that this was a website.
The first time I heard about it was when you told me.
And I found out from a friend who the other girl was on and told me. And I was like, that's illegal. That's prostitution. That's illegal. And they're like, no, it's not. No, it's not. And yeah, it's called Seeking Arrangements. And you go on there and then y'all meet up. But it's like high businessmen. It's like, it's a lot.
It's like
of
high
money.
net worth
It's
people
high net
who like
worth, yeah.
pay.
And they're like, okay, I'm going to see you 3 times a month, but I'll give me all of your bills and I'll pay all of your bills. Let me know the amount, show them to me and I'll pay them. And then we just meet up like 2 or 3 times a month.
So wild.
That's why I have trust issues, okay? I don't want a man who is successful. That's why I want my own money because men are bad and give them a lot of money and power and they do stupid shit like that. I'm like,
yeah. I feel like there's, because, recently I was speaking to a couple and like they are incredible. They built their business from nothing and sold it for like 165 million. And I think when it's like that, it's very different.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Because like they made the money together.
Yeah.
Like they're in it together. But yeah, as we know, like we've met many of those men who have a lot of money. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who say money in women's hands and we have a whole different world. And I do believe that.
Yeah.
Because we do good things.
No, my dad always said money in the hands of good people do good things. And so that's why you called it robbery to the cops, but he would just give money so much. And then my mom's like, we do not need to give this much. And he was like, no, money in the hands of good people do good things.
Yeah. So that's all the dollar bills.
That's right.
Through. I was thinking, so how last night you had sent me about that place that does fat transfers.
Yes.
I didn't know anything. I'm 100%
if you want to
sold.
sponsor us.
I'm like, you can take from the boobs, you can take from my stomach.
That's what I was like.
Said that but you get like, because when you sent it, I looked into it and they do liposuction, and then the lipo.
It literally goes into this machine while you're awake, so you're not under anesthesia or any of that kind of stuff. And it takes it, and that's where there's a certain doctor who not too long ago, like made this technology. So then it puts it into this machine and then it goes out into like this transferable fat that you can put in you.
But I had always thought, because like I know some people from London that went to Turkey because like that's an easier place to go to get like those mom makeovers.
Yeah.
And they look incredible. Like they look amazing from doing it. Again, another reason why I'm like, I would love that. But I'm like, the reason I don't do drugs, don't do anything. It's like I would be the one casualty.
Well, that's why I said I would never get a boob job. I do think I like my small boobs. I wouldn't want bigger boobs, but I say all the time I'm just so healthy that I just know about all the issues that come with putting something inside of your body that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've looked at the fat transfers and it's not that big, which I also like. It's just a little, it's like it goes up to a cup size. So still like nipple on skin will go up to an A, and it's only a little bit. But I think the difference in why it was, now don't quote me on this, not a doctor, but I think how it was so dangerous back then is they were fit. It wasn't through this machine. And so you were under and stuff. And it was like a fatter fat. Does that make sense? So you can get blood clots and those kind of things. Yeah.
So
but I think that it's not as a thing because this new technology has gotten it down to be at this smaller. I was reading up on their on their website about how they do it.
Because I think what it was. Because like as I said, like a lot of people in Europe go to Turkey to get these like mom makeovers and everything. And it was like a mom who had like 2 small children. She went, and I think it was like, it's called BBL, where they put it into the butt. They can get nice little baby. And bless her, she got a blood clot and died right on the table. And so that's why I was like, is that even safe to do? But you think like
I think with this new technology, like I literally have done I've just done research on their page and them and looked at their success with it. And they make it seem like it's this newer thing that makes it smaller. But they also talk about like afterwards you need to do all this drainage massages and everything.
Like from the lymph.
So that it is flowing and moving because it could knot up. It could do all these things. So you do like, it is a lot cheaper because think about it, you're not using a hospital anesthesia. Yeah. You're not doing any of those things. So it's a lot cheaper. However, you need to longevity keep getting those massages to make sure that fat really goes and blends in with the other fat that you put it with.
That's so crazy. And it feels like it's all in line with like what's going on, right? Like, I don't know if you saw, but Kylie Jenner, like there's this new thing where everyone's just talking about the surgery that they're getting, like the treatments that they do.
Which I love because there's so many people that think that they just look like that. I'm like, God didn't give them that body. Like, what are you talking about?
I've always thought, I'm like, how are they like, perfect? And then when some of my friends in London started going to Turkey, I'm like, oh, this makes so much more sense to me now. Like, I guess maybe I was really naive, but I didn't know people got all of these things.
I didn't know. So do you know what hip dips are?
Yes, I think from that place in Turkey they do. Is it where it goes in and then they
and I have hip dips, which I have wider, good hips, but I've always had hip dips. And I'm like, if this part was filled in, it would make me give like a really good figure. And so I thought that, like that's just the way I was made. I didn't even think that that was a thing that you could fill in your hip dips. Like, what? So I would 100% fill in my hip dips with it. So then it would give me even that more illusion. So it's not, you know.
I do think it's really good because even our generation, the next generation coming through, especially because now with social media, you know, I don't remember when I was in high school, like we didn't have exposure to all of these things and how everyone was looking and filters. Like there was just none of that. And so I do think like now that next generation, when people are being more open and honest, it's kind of like, oh, okay, like they didn't look like that before. And like, this is what they did. And Kylie was saying, someone asked her the specific boobs that she got, basically. Like the specific boob job of like, I guess there's like CCs and lift and like, but there's like terms that you use, like, I guess when you're going.
So the CCs is how much they put in.
Yeah. And then it was something like about like what type of lift she had. And Kylie responded to her with her exact thing that she got done. And it's literally been everywhere. People are like, yes, girl, thank you for telling us. We all wanted to know.
Yeah.
Like, and then obviously Kris Jenner has shared about her facelift.
Nailed the other daughter. She doesn't even.
She's looking incredible.
It's insane.
Like even her skin, I'm like, her
skin looks
looking
so
incredible.
Good. But I mean, think about it. If you had that much money, you can do all the skincare every week.
And then good old, this is like a real throwback. Ricki Lake. Was saying she just got a bottom facelift. And that's like, so I really think, I don't even know that's a thing either. Yeah. But isn't that, I think it's great.
I love it.
Really think like the more people speak about it and, you know, even friends we have that have gone and had lots done and, you know, everyone's different. Like some people just don't want to say that they've done stuff.
I'm just too much of a big mouth.
I mean, you
I would
Literally.
show you. I'm like, look at it. Look, they took the fat from here and the fat from here and put it over here. Like, I want to show everybody, tell all the secrets to all the things. I just have such a mouth.
You really do have a big mouth,
I
but I love it. I
do.
love it though. I'm
I
like,
want to be the cute, mysterious girl, but I can't. I always have something to say. Like, so real. But it's so me.
I do love it though.
Shut up. Can't. Got something to say. Blah, 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 blah.
You do always come out with like the best things. Literally, you always have. You always
It
have
also
something.
is so stupid. Some of the shit I say is so stupid. It's like, what?
Some of the stuff that you say, like when we're just like chatting, I'm also like, it's like so left field. I'm like, how did we even get to this point? Where is this from?
The other day we like started, I don't even remember, talking about sucking dicks or something after literally talking about soccer or something. I don't know. It just took a hard
That's why
turn.
I'm like, it's always an adventure with you, which I love because I'm like, you really do. Because Irish Catholic family, Irish Italian Catholic family, I guess because you didn't experience that, but like with.
Oh, my mother hates this.
Oh,
she hates it so much. I'm Southern Baptist. She hates it. She's already like, try not to cuss. Don't say the F word. I'm like, fuckity fuck. Like, I got my mouth washed out with soap so many times. Like,
same.
but I am the only one who's like this.
It's so funny. It is partially because the redhead. That's just like crazy. But when you grow up, I guess in that Irish Catholic way, like there's rules and there's boundaries and, there's a way to behave. Who are girls would be very open with showing their bodies. And like still to this day, Jack will say to me, because obviously I've had boobs since I was like 12 years old. But I'm always very covered up. And so, and that's just me. I know you're like,
all the
if I had them, they would be out.
They would be out.
I'm so self-conscious with them that I'm like, oh, everyone's just like, I don't know. And like people pay to go. That's what Jack says. He's like, people pay to go get those. And I'm like, I
think the only thing I was self-conscious about growing up was my boob size. And then I was totally fine. Once I got to college, I was totally fine with it. But I think
because you're like, I can wear anything. And like,
I think I just was getting a type of attention then. And they're like, oh my God, your long, sexy legs. And I'm like,
yeah, look at those.
Boy, I wouldn't say I'm sexy by any means. Like, I just was not. I didn't like wear makeup. I didn't do my hair. I didn't do any of that stuff in high school. And all of my friends did have like huge boobs and all of this stuff. So I was like, they just got way more attention to me, but I didn't care. So I was just like, oh, like, I just don't have that. And I was self-conscious about my boobs because I just didn't have any. And my friends had like your size. So that's also rude. Like, I didn't even have like smaller boob friends. Like, they were just huge. I'm like, well, that's not nice. So then I think I was like very confident after college. But I think it was because then I was thinking like, oh, I do have these giraffe legs and stuff.
You've got very long, lovely legs.
They're long. That's something. You got it.
You got it.
That's about it. That and big ass mouth.
I know. My mother-in-law, when you came over this week, she was just like, how old's Lindsay? And I was like, I was like, we just are young. Like, I don't know. But she was like, she's got a great figure, doesn't she? And I'm like, yeah, she really does. I'm like, she's got good genes. I didn't get good genes.
Let me tell you, this is not made from going to the gym. This is just made from, thank you, Young's generation. Like,
but I also love that because a lot of people who do have good genes,
they sometimes act like they go work out. Yes. No.
And I'm like,
I've met people like that.
Good genes.
I'm like, okay.
I'm like,
you lying.
You lying. This week, so I've finalized casting for the Swingers this week.
So excited for this. Can we hurry up and get this
so
on the
happy
network?
About. I know. Now I have to do like the mini casting tape to go out to the networks, but It's been so fun and interesting. And one of the things that has stuck with me just from like chatting to all of them was the fact that there's only 2 to 3% divorce rates within the swingers community.
Probably because they're just so open.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why are you going to get divorced someone when you can have sex with somebody else?
Well, they were saying it's not even that. Like,
it's probably just they're so open, and a lot of people don't.
The communication. They were like, we talk about everything because there's so many feelings and emotions going on when you do that lifestyle that they speak about everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, that makes so much sense. Like, so, you know, a lot of like what they say divorce rate normally is around like finances or infidelity, but a lot of that comes down to communication and like not communicating your needs and wants and things like that. So it's been really interesting. I'm like, I really hope we get this show sold because I think
intrigued.
It's not just about like the salaciousness of
I think just normalizing it to see just how normal it is. It's like these are normal people in this lifestyle that you would
all
never
super good looking, great careers, and just all felt like, you know, that's what they wanted for their relationship. So I'm excited about it. So it's been a good week delving into all of that. I want to ask all the questions. I know. I didn't really, because going into this, my thought process of the show was not like to do what the media has done to create like salaciousness and make it like seem so, what is the word I'm looking for? Like to make it
I do think it's
feel weird, and it's not.
Yeah, I think it's like just a taboo, sexualized thing, so you don't talk about it because that's just the weirdos that are these weird, freaky people, and that's not the case at all.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so like the kind of way I've approached it during the casting and even the questions that I'm asking, it's like more educational. It's still obviously going to be fun, and you are going to get a glimpse into the lifestyle and feel like that, but it's more just like really understanding where it's come from. And for them as couples, one of the couples has only been in the lifestyle since February. So it's only been a couple of months for them. So it's just like so interesting.
How's that going to work out?
To like speak to them about it, speak to people who have been in it for 10 years and just like the differences.
Which I feel like if you're already curious about it, you probably would be okay with it. Where I'm like, I know cut someone, like, and not. They
do say like if you have jealous tendencies, it's just not for you. Like it's just not ever going to work out.
Like that's my dick. Don't look at that dick. That's mine. Thank you.
You would not do all of that, but you would do really well in the lifestyle because there's not many redheads. So I've been told.
I could have my pick. I could have my pick in the sea.
You can have your pick of like anybody.
Yeah. And I also feel like redheads do get that stigma of like they're freaks and stuff, which all of my redheads friends that I do know, we are very sexualized. Like we are very open and we're like, oh yeah, we love sucking dick. Like we love like all of this stuff. And we have a friend that's like, oh my God, you still do that? I'm like, yes, I do. Sign me up for it. And she's like, oh, it's so disgusting. Thank God I got married. I don't have to do that anymore. I'm like, you poor husband. I'm like, but it's fun. It's fun. And she's like, what is fun about that? But all of my redheaded friends that I know were all like that. So I'm like, I wonder if that is.
I feel like it must be a redhead thing.
Is it a redheaded thing?
I think it's a redhead thing.
We're like also like trying the thing once. Like, let's try it and see if we like it. Like, how do you know?
How do you know if you like it? You
We're just very curious. But with our man only, thank you.
Yeah.
My man only.
That's it. No sharing.
No sharing.
So I finalized that, and then I also spoke to a girl in London. Her name is Precious. Her name is Precious. And she used to work
at the streets
at the Playboy Mansion. And she also has been to one of Diddy's parties before.
Oh,
just like speaking to her about potentially doing a show. But it's so interesting because she was saying that most people, because she went to the Playboy Mansion through her modeling agency. So ended up at like these parties. Then she was invited to a Diddy thing and she was like so excited. And because it's like they were like all of those people in those circles know when it's like fresh new faces. So she was like, we were like targeted because it was like, oh, new people.
Here's this.
She never signed an NDA. So she said at all of those things, they
that was
all
not
have
smart.
to sign NDAs. She never signed one, which is why she's able to be out talking about it, sharing all the things. Yeah.
Oh, she needs to get paid good money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mama getting paid some papers.
So she's been, yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one I want to listen to.
Yeah. I feel like she, you know, because there's not many people coming forward and also because they've signed these NDAs, like they're worried. Like, I think the thing that people don't understand is like when you have signed an NDA like that and you're going up against someone who has tons of money.
Yeah, that lawyer's going to rip you apart.
They'll rip you apart. They'll also, you know, put out lawsuits against you for going against that. And these people don't have money to defend themselves.
Have you heard about the new Diddy stuff?
Oh, no.
So this Jane Doe that they were not, this Jane Doe. And then she was trying to talk about this other one, but they wouldn't allow her to. So she dropped all these clues in. And she said, so she was at these Diddy freak-offs and this escort that came all the time. Well, she then started dating this other rapper, Bear or something, somebody that I've never heard of. She was dating him. They all went to this very high rapper, like someone that everyone knows. It was his wife's birthday in January. So she dropped the in January.
Is this fiance Jay-Z?
And no, that's what everyone was trying to say. So Kanye. So then they said after that, they went to the hotel. At the hotel, she saw this escort that they would always use at the freak-offs. And she was like, what are you doing here? They go up to the hotel. She said there was like 7 to 9 of them. They're all into a circle watching this escort bang this rapper's wife in this circle.
So who was the wife at the time? Kim?
Bianca. Bianca's birthday is in January. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then she's like, it got so hot and steamy. I took off my shirt and was like getting into it. And then the rapper looked at me and was like, I've always wanted to fuck you. And then so she's naming all of these people.
Well, I just saw that like this past week, Kanye was trying to get into the trial.
Then Kanye showed up. So then everybody was like, if it was Kanye, he can't keep his mouth closed for shit. And I'm like, yeah, he's literally a Lindsay. Like he can't keep his mouth shut. That very next day after that was done, he showed up.
So what? I saw that he showed up. I'm like, why is he
Diddy? And he's supporting Diddy
because he is part of it.
Mm-hmm. Which
I did not expect that, actually.
Me either. And it really pisses me off because I was always for him because he's always talking about all this evil stuff and like doing this to the kids and doing that, which this doesn't have to do with kids in this situation. But I'm like, why are you supporting Diddy when you know that he probably did probably connected to, you know, some of these things of these kids and stuff trying to be a successful singer. And he's always talking out about all of it. And now all of a sudden he's like, oh no, poor Diddy. And I'm like,
no, not here for that. That is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I have, there's just been so much going on. It's so hard to like follow everything because I feel like the Blake Lively stuff, the Justin Baldini, that lawsuit being dropped. I'm always like, gosh, there is just like so much
there is a lot
in this
going
celeb
on.
world. I'm like, I can't keep
just
up
like
with
the little big,
things.
like the big things that I hear. I'm like, oh my God.
But surprising about Kanye, like I did not expect that, which I
was wondering why he was reaching out and talking about Diddy and was supporting him so much. I'm like, this isn't making sense because he's always.
Oh, I didn't even know he was doing that.
Yeah, he was supporting him and he's like, I know how it feels. They took all my money. I had nothing. Like, give him his money back. Like, all of this kind of stuff.
Who took Kanye's money?
Yeah, they ended up, like, they went into the banks and everything when all the Adidas stuff and all of the crazy shit that he was doing. Yeah, they ended up, like, taking his money out and I don't know, all this stuff that was going on with him. So I was so shocked. But now I'm like, oh, you're connected. Everybody's connected.
That is, that is wild.
Yeah, everyone in the comments, I was like, who? I'm like, instantly was like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And they're like, everyone was saying it, and they're like, oh no, hers is May or something. And then everyone was like, Kanye, and
Internet
Beyonce.
sleuths will take you down. They will dig.
This Jane Doe is very smart. She's like, I can't say the name. January.
I just love though, like women there should be more women in the FBI because we are the best.
We're the best, we're the smartest, we're the prettiest, we're all the things.
I'm like, we can find anything out about anybody at a drop of a hat. It's like, just get on that internet. You can like post something on like the girls groups and stuff like that. Like, hey, I need to find out this person that I went to school with 20 years ago. I only have a first name. 5 minutes later, they have found that individual.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Yeah.
And I do think like because of like now with social media, so many more things come out that would have just never come out. Like they would have never found the people. Like,
no. This would have never been a thing. No. It's like the internet's horrible and amazing all at the same time.
Yeah. And the Chrisleys just got out of jail.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. I love them so much. I'm like, yes, everything that Todd says, I'm like, he's got a point. He's got a point.
So they got a new Lifetime series. So they're going back on TV.
Yes.
So like that, like they're out of jail, back on TV.
I love that he was like already making jokes and everything. The minute Savannah went and picked him up, and he's like, Savannah, don't get my face. I need my Botox first. I'm like,
this is the craziest story. I met his Botox person in Arizona 3 or 4 years ago. I was like out to this dinner and like, you know me, I'm not fancy like in the latest, but I'm not fancy at all. And this was like a 7-course dinner. With each course you got like some sort of drink, like wine. I'm hardly ever like, I was so drunk. Anyways, there was our 2 ladies behind us and they were like so fun. And we were, you know, a lot of drinks in, so chatting away. And she yapping away. And she owns a med spa and he is one of her biggest clients. Well, hasn't been for a couple of years, but now.
He was like, don't get me on here before I get my Botox, Savannah. I'm like,
I wonder, I actually should message her and see if he's come back to her.
You should be like, now you're getting your money back.
But it's crazy. So I feel like the internet has like gone like Team Chrisley, Team Jail, where like a lot of people are like super happy that they're out, and then everyone else is like, oh, of course they got a pardon.
Of course they did. I'm like, shut up. I'm over everyone. Like every good thing that could happen, everyone's like, oh, well, blah, 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 blah.
What do you think? Do you think that they served enough time?
Yeah, because I honestly don't think that they did. I really do think it was his manager that did a lot of it. Do I think that they might have did some slimy things? Probably. But I do think a lot of it was that other guy. And so I'm like, yes, let them out. And I feel so bad for their children.
Yeah.
Again, we're trying to not cause trauma in kids, okay? And I think that was so wrong for the judge to do, to take both of the parents away at the same time, because that's what was her name? The mom. He was trying to say, like, let one of them do their time or half of the time, and then the other one can then do the time so that they can raise their kids still.
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so messed up. You're literally causing more trauma to nail a child that didn't need the trauma. So I'm like, let them go. They're fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be fun seeing like what they're like, because I think it was the son was saying it's very different now, because before they were into like all of the luxury and all of the things, and like they just have
Chrisley gonna be into that luxury no matter what. Okay, the man is fabulous. It's
so funny because it's like it felt like when he came out, he kind of loved jail, and people were
joking about it.
Because now I realize
they were in prison. Jail is like petty stuff, like embezzling money and all that is not petty. No, Todd Chrisley is going to be all in the nines, doing all the stuff all the time. Anyways, this man doesn't know how to be anything but fabulous.
And I say we're in probably wasn't Like,
I know it's pretty bad.
oh, it was?
Yeah, that's what got Savannah into her prison work
Advocacy?
is that they were telling and was given all of this like the sheets and everything. They were giving all of this money to this prison for like to sanitize and all this, but they weren't actually using the money for that. So they're all of these sheets and stuff with blood and everything. They weren't actually sanitizing it. They weren't buying the proper equipment for them to like, so they had to do it with like their bare hands and everything. So all these chemicals that they're breathing and touching and they're not supposed to. So they just were not caring about any of this. It was like old expired food that they were making them eat. And so she like put all of those prisons on blast and got a lot of heat from those higher up people trying to hush her.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, even just doing that last show that I did and going into the prisons and stuff, it's, it's a system. It's really a system, and you would not want to be in it.
No, my brother, I mean, I grew up with my brother in and out of prison with drug related stuff, and it's just wild, all the things that, we've heard and saw. And yeah, it's a different life for sure. I'm like, maybe that's probably why I never did drugs. I was just so scared because I saw what it could do and what it did. And so maybe that was a good thing that I had a brother.
Dare at school?
Yeah.
Dare.
I wore
drugs. I used to.
Oh my God. So the other day I found this Dare t-shirt at Goodwill and I made it into a tank top, and it's really freaking cute. I made it for this like festival that I went to that we were obviously going to smoke weed at. And so I thought it'd be really funny. Like, here's a joint with the Dare shirt. But I still have it, and I wore it the other day for something. And Camden's like, "What is Dare, Mom?" And I was like, "Something that y'all need to have in schools now." He was like, "What is it?" And I was like, I sung the song like, D won't do drugs, A will have an attitude, or I will respect myself, E I will educate and dare. And he was like,
the fact that you remember that.
Every word. Remember, brain of shit I can remember in this brain. What I did yesterday, don't know.
I remember that Dare song from back in the day.
Got it. It did a lot of good, though, because I was real scared of drugs. So didn't even smoke weed till college.
It worked well for me.
Yeah, it was fine.